Morning, just a quick video here on trading using naked delta liquidity indicators. Just showing you my process on any given open on the day of where I think I'm going to be trading and what might help me from the day before decide where I'm going to trade that day before. So the first thing I would do is I'd be looking at a group of indexes. So I've got 8 bits of indexes or things that are similar to indexes. Here a group of MAGs, ETF, looking to see where the trade would come from. So on Thursday, I could see down here, looking at the irregular liquidity group of the MAG, that we had some very heavy selling going on. This nice red here above the gold line is selling. It is not so prevalent. It's not as easy to see here in the MAG ETF. You really need to have the MAG ETF being supported by other instruments. It's just too lightly traded. I could also see some heaviness coming through here in the Qs. I can see some heaviness in the SPXL. Nice and heavy here, much more solid than the reflexive that I can see in the SPY. And again, we've got really quite heavy here in the SPX. And again, have a look at this big block of selling going into the close in the IWM. So all of those put together meant that we were going to look at a down day for the open. So we would have had puts in position and we would have opened on Friday and worked out where that's going to go. So when we got to that start and we were working out, I quite like the SPY to have a look at what was happening. So if we were in this position for the day and we were trying to work out what greened up quite quickly, we could see here the MAG was greening up quite quickly, the IWM was. They're all going up quite quickly. So we can have a look at, by about 9:40, we're starting to see the SPY is looking really good, SPXL, MAGs are looking good, ES. The Qs to me looks the strongest of all of them here. So I would then set up my day trading window with what I thought was the best. So I've got the Qs in here. I've opened up for the day. This is about where I am. I'm saying, oh, that's nice and strong. I'm trading coin for the day. I wasn't quite certain whether the ES was the right one to trade, but anyway, I've got it open there, and I'm just going to slowly go along. It's now 10 o'clock. We're getting a good bounce. It's nice and green. I'm looking at the MAG 7 here below. It has tightened up, and as that morning rolls along, I'm staying nice and green. I can see here we've got increasing buying down here in the irregular, in the ES. I might decide that I'm going to go and check in one of the other indicators. So by now I might go, all right, I'm going to go and check. So I come across, I check and see, oh, the MAGS has got a good result. The NQ is not really showing me anything. I'm not going to be in there. IWM's all right, but the IWM doesn't look like it looks like it's going to be flattening out. But I'm looking, SPXL's good, Qs are good. So I think that I'm all right with what I've picked to trade. So I'm looking at them and I'm staying in that position. I'm still nice and green here in the coin, so it's keeping me in, even though we've got a bit of sideways movement. Now it's started to push up. We're starting to get up to a little bit of red. What's happening here? I'm looking, it's quite heavy in the mags. It's definitely slowing down in the mags. I'm still seeing green. It's pushing up. I'm not too worried because I have not seen the green coming off the bottom yet. The green is still staying on the bottom. So in all three of these, it's staying on the bottom and there's still buying happening. So I'm happy with it. The only thing that I start to notice, if I've got some flatter tops on the way through, and I'm staying in it. And here we're starting to see some longer flat tops up here. So I'm starting to think at about 12 o'clock that even though we've got good strong buying coming through, it's starting to say in all of these indicators, and here we've got quite a big bite in the MAG 7 that's flattening out. So it's probably going, I'm going to call it quits. I'm 2 hours into a good trade. I probably could go on a little bit further. I'm starting to see it come up from the bottom a bit, even though Coinbase has pulled back. That is probably because it's got something to do with being in Bitcoin. So if I come and have a look at Bitcoin futures is definitely, it had a little bump there. Coinbase is off again, but it's really starting to wear that bump from the futures. So that 12 o'clock was about the time to get out. So I hope you can see how I've used those. I've got an entry from the shorts going into the close. All of them are about the same. I've got some good shorts going in. Some heavy positioning going in coin. Maybe it's balanced, but it's heavy, and also I can see that it's rising up into the close. I probably look at 15 minutes timing is probably an easier way to look into the close. So I can see here that we've had, here we go, this is the 15 minutes. Although we had buying, we did have this heavy coming through, and again we were heavy in the mags and we were heavy in Bitcoin. We can see the same here. It was starting to tighten up into the close in those, and to a certain degree it was tightening up in the mag and dropping. Interesting thing in all of these is preparing for the next day's trading is that we can see we've had a really good buy in the lit hours. They all keep slightly different hours. So the ES is open a little bit longer than the Qs are, the ETF. So it looks a little bit greener. But at the end of the day, we can see that tomorrow, being the 17th, Monday the 17th, is going to be opening up. The mags is telling us it's going to be green. The Qs are pretty similar. If we took all of these indexes out to 15 minutes, we're probably going to see a similar thing in them. Sorry, let me just... They've all got a little bit of a dip in and a little bit of a greening and buy in. Maybe not the XPSL. Qs are going a little bit sideways. Mags looks good. I would be pretty confident of buying some calls. I'd probably be in the Qs or in SPY, but I wouldn't be heading too far out. It does look like it might bump up, but it's going to be quite a retarded day. Maybe that it's high gamma or the buying hasn't been heavy enough. There's not enough call positions compared to the number of puts. Anyway, I hope that was a good little trading lesson here in using the Naked Delta. We have other contrarian data which backs us in longer dated trades within some 6,000 shortable and optionable trades. Anyway, thank you very much and have a good week's trading.